Brute force attack. Are you aware of one of the most persistent hacking techniques that can break into your digital accounts? Imagine a relentless attempt to guess your passwords, tirelessly trying every possible combination until it finds the right one. Today, we're diving into the world of brute force attacks, a hacking technique as old as the internet itself but still a significant threat today. By the end of this video, you'll understand what a brute force attack is, how it works, why it matters, and how you can protect yourself from it. What is a brute force attack? To kick things off, let's define what a brute force attack actually is. Simply put, a brute force attack is a method hackers use to gain access to your account by guessing your login credentials. It's not subtle, it's not smart, it's sheer force. Just as the name suggests, brute force attacks involve bombarding a system with a barrage of possible passwords or passphrase until one of them finally works. While it may sound crude, brute force attacks have been around for decades for a good reason: they work. Hackers rely on the fact that with enough time and attempts, they'll eventually get in. Now, with faster processors and specialized software, brute force attacks have become even easier and more effective, making them a go-to strategy for cybercriminals worldwide. How brute force attacks work. So, how do brute force attacks actually work? Well, it's all about automated guessing. Hackers use specialized software to make these repeated attempts at breaking in, and this software is capable of making thousands or even millions of guesses per second. Here are the most common techniques. 1. Simple guessing. For weaker accounts, attackers may start with the basics, common passwords, names, or other simple combinations. Passwords like password 123 or admin are easy targets. 2. Dictionary attacks. This is where hackers use a list of common passwords or phrases, which they pull from a dictionary. The software cycles through each entry in this list, hoping for a match. 3. Exhaustive key search. This is when a hacker tries every single possible combination of characters until they find the right one. For a short, simple password, this might take seconds. But for a long, complex password, it could take years. The risk of brute force attacks grows because some of us choose simple passwords or reuse them across multiple accounts. The simpler or shorter your password, the easier it is for an attacker to guess it using brute force. Why you could be vulnerable to a brute force attack. Now, you might be wondering, why would I be a target for a brute force attack? You don't need to be a high-profile person or even own a business for hackers to see value in your accounts. Here are some reasons why you might be vulnerable. 1. Weak passwords. If you use simple, short, or common passwords, you make it easier for hackers to break in. A password like 12,345 or QWERTY is a dream come true for a brute force attacker. 2. Password reuse. Many people use the same password across multiple accounts, from social media to banking. If hackers crack your password on one site, they might be able to use it elsewhere. 3. No two-factor authentication. 2FA without an extra layer of security. Like 2FA, there's only one barrier between an attacker and your account: the password. Once they crack it, they're in. 4. Exposure through data breaches. If your information was exposed in a data breach, hackers may already have partial information about your password, making it easier to brute force their way in. 5. Older systems and applications. Some older applications or systems may not have advanced security measures in place, making them easier targets for brute force attacks. Understanding why you're vulnerable is the first step in making sure you don't become a victim. The good news is there are several steps you can take to protect yourself. How to prevent a brute force attack. Let's discuss prevention. You don't need to be a cybersecurity expert to make it harder for brute force attackers. Here are some effective ways to secure your accounts. 1. Use strong passwords. A strong password is your best defense. Aim for passwords that are long, 12 to 16 characters, complex, with a mix of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols, and unique for each account. Avoid common phrases or easily guessable information like birthdays or names. 2. Enable two-factor authentication. 2FA provides an additional layer of security. Even if someone cracks your password, they'll still need that second factor, like a code sent to your phone, to access your account. 3. Password managers. A password manager can help you create and store complex passwords for each of your accounts, eliminating the need for you to remember them all. Many password managers also have features that alert you if your credentials have been compromised in a breach. 4. Account lockouts and rate limiting. If you manage your own website or app, consider implementing features that lock accounts after a certain number of failed login attempts or limit the number of attempts within a specific time frame. This can discourage brute force attempts by slowing them down. 5. Stay informed. Lastly, keep up with security updates and patches. Many systems release updates to fix vulnerabilities, and staying updated ensures you're not an easy target. These prevention strategies are your digital armor. Applying even a few of these methods can greatly reduce your risk of falling victim to a brute force attack. Before we jump into the next topic, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more valuable content to you and keeps us motivated to tackle the latest cybersecurity topics. Brute force attacks might sound intimidating, but with the right knowledge and precautions, you can make yourself a difficult target. Remember, the key to protecting yourself lies in understanding how these attacks work and using best practices to stay safe. In a digital age where hacking attempts are constantly evolving, staying informed is your strongest defense. So, if you found this information useful, don't just stop here, keep learning and applying these techniques to stay secure online. Thank you for watching. By applying these tips, you're not only safeguarding your accounts but also empowering yourself in the digital world. Stay safe, stay informed, and see you in the next video.